Hello, G-Man 5B. It's your recap for week 2. I'm Chug Manmilk, and I'm joined once again, by Dr. Hep.
Yeah, or Dr. Greed,
Either
preferably.
way, yeah.
Either
Which
way.
one do you prefer?
I prefer Dr. Hep, but Rebel prefer Dr. Greed.
Okay, okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, I understand that because I have two nicks as well, but
Yeah,
Chugger's Bite is what you can know me by on Rebel. But
yeah.
to deviate from what we usually do today, we're going to start off with a little play by our lovely co-host Dr. Hep, where he scores a
Yeah.
one-turner. And this is the sort of stuff that you can ask us to do, ask us to show. If you pull off things like one-turners or these sort of passages of skill, we would love to showcase them on the show. Probably going to do one per show, but if you tell us, I did a one-turner, or I did a very good two-turner, we'll look into it definitely. We can't sometimes assure that we will show them, but we will try our best to show everyone. But without further ado, let's get this started. So it's your turn 8.
Yep, it's my turn 8.
Got 8 people on the pitch.
Yeah. I got a few elves on the pitch. I set up for a one-turner that I believed that... Oh shit, I'm one square short.
Yeah.
And then a quick snap happened, and I had to take another 4 minutes to set up for a quick snap one turn, which I never done in my life. I've done one turns.
I think that you had to have the quick snap. I think it's quite hard, if not impossible, without sidestep to do a 8 movement with only 8 players.
Yeah. So I basically, for the first time ever, set up a quick snap one turn, and it went fairly well, as you can probably tell.
Yeah.
And in the rain as well, so the pass was a bit iffy to be able to make it that one, but then, yeah, you know, we are elves, we can pass apparently.
Yeah, that's what they tell me. That's what they tell me.
Exactly. Then running along, doing the first dodge, the second dodge, the third dodge, G5, then something happened. I don't know really where your widget is at, but I can...
We just got the catch on my end.
Okay, so you got the catch, the first dodge, second dodge.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can tell what happened, right?
I can. You
And
tripwired.
I was so fucking annoyed by that.
And he KO'd himself. Oh
Yep.
no.
Yep, and he stayed out for like two, 3 turns at least.
Well, that's really unfortunate because that should have been a score.
Yeah, it should have been such a different game if I successfully scored here. My opponent had never seen a one turn before. He was utterly surprised by it. I was feeling amazing.
He did the classic one turn like score. What's the word? Setup.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't realize what that's for. I think maybe he was like, oh, this is the way you protect your players, when in reality it's the way to stop the one-turner.
I mean, if I want to stop a one-turner, I rather set up in an anti-one-turn tower.
Yeah, I do the screen where you have to run through like 6 or 7 tackle zones, offset line of scrimmage. But that's it. The back line is what a lot of like tabletop people just will default to because it's reliable against a lot of 3 edge teams, but against a 4 edge team like yours, it's kind of impossible. The only thing I would say is you took that extra hit, which means you had to dodge away from the line rat.
The thought process behind that was probably that I wanted to get him down so he didn't get an intercept.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. That's true. But you also
because I think he rolled an intercept, and I thought there for a split second that he caught it because the freaking rat jumped.
That would have been more annoying if that happened.
Yeah, but I have had that happen to me many times as well.
Yeah. No, for me it's usually double inaccurate pass, on like a 3+, and then lost the ball, can't score even though they made all the pushes.
Yeah.
But that would have been a very good one-turner score because the game ended 4-2. But if it was,
Oh yeah.
if that was, you know,
It would have been a different game if that were a score.
yeah, I would say so.
The game itself went along the ways of sweltering heat, then into rain, into a blizzard.
That's
So
the most anti agility like set of
yeah,
events that can really happen.
yeah. So the rat scored, I scored, he scored. Basically, the sweltering heat did the thing. Then the one turn, as you guys saw, happened. Then after that, the blizzard or the rain and the blizzard happened, so I couldn't pick up the damn ball
Yeah.
for my sorry ass. And then he scored 3-2. I was feeling sad. Or 3-1. I was feeling sad. I lost the game. Eventually, I did actually successfully pick up the ball and did a greedy ass, super greedy ass that you can watch on my YouTube channel with the video. Score, and the rat just did rat stuff and scored in the end, bringing it to 4-2.
Yeah, Skaven just do that. They can just win games like that insanely high.
And I went. People might ask me, why did you go for that last play that you did? Just because I felt like I wanted to rather draw it than to lose it.
But there's one thing to say, which is a good SPP haul.
Oh yeah,
and
totally.
no perms. I don't think that means you'll be fine for
no
the.
perms. And I gained enough cash now to buy my second concrete blitzer, so my concrete cruncher is back 2.0.
Perfect. We also got level up on that, and we'll come to that. Just also as a disclaimer to the entire like division, to be more efficient, and we'll probably still go to like 40 minutes. Whoops. But to be more efficient today, we're going to skip a few teams that haven't got any level ups, just because we think that it would cut off some unnecessary time. We don't want to look at teams and go, "Did you get level up?" We've looked and checked beforehand, and we're not going to cover those teams. So it's not that we don't like you; it's just that you didn't get enough SPP. Sorry, but if someone has like a lot of deaths, we will still cover them and keep the mental note. Just say, "Oh, you had a lot of deaths," but we'll probably talk about it in the actual thingamabob, the actual screen. But talking about like deaths, now we come on to the Bretonnians versus the Green Raiders, which is the Orc team. So this is Falcon Merc, I think, and
Falcon Merc and
Raziel.
Raziel. Yep. Raziel started off receiving the ball, and then Falcon did an amazing defense, I would say. Upon turn 6, then the Orcs got away through. The Falcon successfully stole the ball. Then the Orcs stole it back, and then one step away on turn 8 from scoring. From Raziel. Which was saying to me that something happened within the time limit of turn 7-6 there, that he didn't think about scoring maybe too much, or he might have miscounted the steps.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best of us.
I've so many times have I been like, I've miscounted this. A lot of the times it'll be with a team where it's like I can still score, but I have to throw in a GFI for no reason, and sometimes that will bite you.
This was even without GFI range.
Yeah, which is even more egregious.
Yeah, because he was that far away. Halftime, surprisingly no damage to either team. I don't know why. It seems like all the mighty blow from Raziel's and Falcon Merc's teams should have done something. Nothing happened though.
No, this is the issue about mighty blow. Guard is always like a relevant thing, and you know, you have to respect guard a little bit more, I think, than mighty blow sometimes, unless it's the whole like mighty blow piling on shebang. Which is why I made at the beginning of the season like the comment where the blitzers should really be getting guard more so than mighty blow first.
Yep, exactly. And then the full touchdown, Falcon Merc did a touchdown. That was basically the game.
Yeah,
it was a fine game from both sides, honestly.
It was efficient for the Bretonnian team, and that's as much as you can hope for a human-ish team.
Exactly.
But, 1-0 is a scoreline that it can happen. Bretonians are fantastic early TV because Dauntless, they have a lot of block, they have a lot of wrestle. And also with a bit of guard on this team, and here and there, he has like dodge, he has edge. It's not wholly unexpected that this team could win against an Orc team. 1-0 is a fine result for the Bretonians.
Oh yeah, totally.
But it was very low in SPP, so that'll be a bit sad for the Orcs, because I'd rather lose and get a massive SPP haul. If you just get the SPP for showing up, usually that's a sad affair. For
but
me.
I think in this match it was pretty okay for them to just get that SPP that he got.
Yeah.
Because it was that type of match. It was that we're gonna punch stuff match, but nothing broke, kinda.
Yeah, definitely.
Match. So, moving on.
Moving on. Yeah. Now we have the humans versus the Dark Elves. We have a 1-1, which
1-1.
it happens. You can kind of expect both teams to be able to 2-1 grind because they're very similar, but this very much looks like someone's turn 8 or 8 turn grind was perfect, but then the other team just 8 turn grind in response, and then wouldn't be. This is just a very equal game on all sides. 2 passes, 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
11 to 10 armor breaks.
I'm looking at the SPP and the statistics, and it feels like it was a fairly even game, I would say. Not looking into it.
Yeah, it looks like completely even, really.
Yep.
Maybe one more injury on the side of the Dark Elves, but that can happen.
Yeah, but that can happen.
Yeah, this is an alright result. I'm sure both. Oh well, I'm sure Rich's T wants to continue his storming start to the season after his 4-0 win.
Oh yeah.
But both teams will be probably rightfully happy about that. Dark Elves are a pretty scary team in the first season still.
Yep, they are. They are really a team to be respected.
Yeah, and both coaches I think should be respected. So not a bad result.
Very much so.
Not a bad result.
Very much so.
The next game we have though, because that game is not much to talk about, is a little bit. It's unfortunately the decent start I think it was that the Nurgle had has kind of unraveled a bit.
It's turned around.
I looked through the thingamabob. I looked through the REBBL.net stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no, he has no rotters left. So
shoot.
one rotter was armored down and badly hurt because of the decay.
Yeah.
One was one which got the MVP was badly hurt and killed. So horrible MVP because you have a level rotter that you'll never get to use again. And one was moved down and MNG'd.
Oh, okay.
So horrible. Well, obviously rotters are just you can throw them away. But again, they're very much like the Bretonian peasants, where they're disposable, but you kind of need them to have a functioning team, in my view.
Yeah.
You can have like loners, but the problem is that these loners are a little bit more valuable because 5-3-3-8 isn't a great stat line. But what happens if you lose a pesticle? You have to rely on your loners at that point. You have to rely on your rotters. So not a great result, unfortunately, for a Grimtail. Not his own fault, of course. It's more so you faced a really terrible matchup on first season Nurgle.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the team itself, it's still rebuildable. You will get rotters as time moves on.
Yeah.
With the Nurgle's rot.
But there's one thing I suppose the Nurgle should be proud of, which is they did kill a Blitzer.
Yeah.
So I think they get a rot back if they should get a rot back. So that's not too terrible, and it was a leveled Blitzer. So not a terrible result therefore for the at least he killed something. If an opponent's going to beat me 2-0, I'd rather take one of his pieces out as revenge.
Yeah.
But this is a fairly expected result, I would say, for Benny Boo, and continues his good start to the season.
Yeah, you did, and now he has. Well, moving on to, I shouldn't say too much, but all his blitzes have now a skill up.
Yeah, he has fantastic SPP generation that game, and it all fell in the right places. I'm excited to talk about and see what he picked.
Yeah, exactly. Same here.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. Next game is the Lizards versus the other Dark Elf team. So that's just Aruni versus Baltigor Ravens.
Yeah, exactly.
2-1. Yeah, it happens.
It happens. I looked into that one a bit more
Okay.
because I feel like I wanna see what Drastak is up to.
Yeah.
And what Bolt Pop is up to. So first off, Blitz happened. Good touchdown from Drastak. Ball stolen. Sneaky Elves did a 7.5% play.
Okay. Would you like to explain that?
In turn, well, what was it? 6, something around there. So basically, he did a dodge from Pesticle's tail, and then a dodge, a 3+1, a 1 dice pow, then a GFI, a 2+, then a pickup on a 3+ because the ball landed near a Saurus, then another GFI that he failed and used his team roll for, that was a 2+, and then a 3+ out. This was with a normal block lineman elf, so didn't have dodge, it didn't have anything.
Yeah.
I think that this freaking elf needs an MVP, but that play without the team reroll is a 2.1% play or a 7.5% play with that team reroll.
Yeah.
It was a standard Dark Elf versus Lizard game, I would say. Otherwise.
So the blitz happened in the first half.
Yeah, it did.
So was it the Dark Elves received and then they got
no the Lizard received.
Oh, okay,
I couldn't find the word received.
But the Lizards managed to stop the blitz from being important.
No, wait. How the fuck was that?
Now I'm a bit confused.
Okay, yeah, anyhow, something happened in the beginning. I haven't taken good notes. I'm still tired.
That's fine. What we'll say is blitz sucks. I had to face
something
blitz.
happened.
Yeah, something happened. A blitz happened apparently. So if the blitz was like the thing that caused the defensive team to then score, very unfortunate. This is why it's 2-1. If it managed to like not happen, then very well done to the person who was on the offense, who defending from the blitz.
Yeah.
But whatever. Decent SPP generation. Fortunate. It's unfortunate. It's a 2-1, but it looks like nothing bad happened to either team. Which, although there's not really much killing skills on the, well, there's 2 Mighty Blow, but there's not much in the way of like absolute mega murder skills on the Lizardman team. I'm sure the Dark Elves are happy that they're coming out of this with just a loss.
Yep.
Okay, so we have one game unplayed. So Mego hasn't played Llamas. Is that it? The Demon Llamas.
Yeah, Llamas.
Yeah, okay.
Llamas. Yep.
That's perfect. That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
It will happen.
We will not. We'll cover it next week. Is what we're gonna do. We'll cover it next week.
Yep.
Before we start the other recap. So don't worry. It's just that this was the perfect time for us to record. So
yeah, it was. It really was.
Moving swiftly on. High Elves versus the Undead. 1-0.
Yeah.
1-0.
1-0.
Wasn't. There was no blowouts really this game week. Truly.
No.
There was one example of an elf team just completely out-elfing someone, and that was like your game.
I guess so.
Which was also just a game of mad dice. We had like one mad dice game, but everything else seems fairly standard.
I want to say so.
I want to say so. I mean, look, you just have to look at this result of. Let's go to the SPP generation. There was one pass from the High Elves, one touchdown, and MVP. There was one pass and then one MVP for the Undead. There was no damage whatsoever. From the looks of it, actually, the Undead were out-blocked by the High Elves, which, considering how the High Elf team is developing, not the craziest thing in the world. But it seems just seems a very, I guess the High Elves defended perfectly, and then they scored perfectly. So not much to say about that, but well done to the High Elves once again. Another really great start. This is why we kind of tip the High Elves potentially do very well.
Yeah, because they have a solid team.
They have a solid team, and they can do stuff with that team.
Very much so.
So we're gonna move quickly now onto the actual looking at the teams. As we said, Some teams won't get covered. We've got those teams like noted down. There's about 5 teams I think we won't be covering. We'll start with the humans though.
Okay. Yep.
So this team had most of its development on the catcher and the thrower finally. Thrower is now blodge, which is perfect. You know, a blodge thrower is fine. I don't like obviously getting much on the way of the thrower, but a blodge thrower is perfect. Getting the blodge
you don't need more than that.
You don't really need more. Kickoff return would be nice in the future.
Yeah.
You probably want accurate, I'd say.
That's a late skill that you pick up in Season 2.
Yeah, I would say so. But once again, perfect amount of guard from last week. Now also he has some blodge. Yeah, I'm sure he'd be very happy with this.
Yeah, he's very happy with this. I could imagine. He has replaced one of his linemen, apparently. Mike is no longer... he's a new guy, but he got injured instead of Greg.
Yeah.
Seemed like.
Unfortunately, Mike got niggled, so he has to fire that, so he's going to...
Yeah.
He's going to struggle. He's going to struggle to like get a bench for a bit, and that's going to be a bit sad because humans really want that bench.
They really do.
Next team is the Protonian team, who only picked up one instance of guard. There's not too much to talk about there. But, however, what we can say is this team is becoming more efficient. It's once it has the guard and the other 2 blockers, this team is essentially like perfectly trimmed for its TV. Yes, it has a few things like doubles on the Mighty Blow and doubles on the or agility on the other blitzer. But who cares? Those are like really important pieces to have on a successful Bretonian team. So
yeah, this is looking like a good team.
And also now he's finally getting the bench.
And he's gaining some of those important SPP on the peasants as well. And why I'm saying important is because dirty players in peasants are freaking scary.
Yeah, exactly. He almost has every single part of his game online.
Yeah, so expect this team to be really scary within 2 to 3 matches, I would say.
Definitely. Onwards quickly to your team. You again only have 1 level up, but it's a big one. You got So I played in a tournament on tabletop this week or last week, just gone. And the value of blodge blitzers is just so apparent to me because they can get everywhere and anywhere.
Yep. They are. I got told on this match that the blitzes are insane.
The blitzers are fantastic. Obviously, they're not like war dancers, but I wouldn't hesitate to say that for just a piece in isolation, blitzers are like the second best of the elf blitzers. Obviously, you get 4 on the dark elves, which is why they're as a team better. But those blitzers are insane.
And I mean, the block catcher is doing his thing. The strength 4 catcher did his thing, which was apparently to die.
Yeah.
And stay out. And the throwers are just 1 SPP away from leveling up.
Yeah.
So I'm all good with this team, actually, considering where it has been and gone.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad though, giving 200 TV to every team in inducement I'm facing. But
yeah, well, that's the thing. You don't have like a full team. You don't even have a bench. You don't have a bench. You don't have 11 players.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh, this sucks.
I last game versus the Rats, I received 4 loners. He received a babe and a wizard. Felt fair.
Yeah, clearly fair. Oh yeah, but you'll be fine. 60k is not much to like catch up on, at least.
Yeah, it's not much.
The Orcs, Raziel Noskov's Orcs didn't get anything, but they lost their thrower. The thrower was a block thrower. That's okay. Throwers are meant to die and then be replaced until you get like an edge up on, say, a linesman. And some people even carry their blitzers, so yeah, that's all right. You can replace the thrower really easily. But no level ups, unfortunately. So we'll cover you next week, Raziel, hopefully. Yep. But Harmor did get level ups. He got some nice ones. I checked this beforehand.
Got some nice ones. That Mighty Blow and that Witch Elf were insane.
Yeah, that's a really good Witch Elf in the making. If that gets another double for piling on. Whoa.
Oof.
I
could even see where depending on what he's facing, tackle might be a good pickup next as well.
Yeah, if you can't get a double, get tackle. Get tackle, I'd say.
Tackle, or I would even maybe suggest, because I'm Dr. Greed, Pro.
Um,
I mean, Frenzy and Pro is kind of good.
it is
I
kind of
would
good.
say.
I just think that there's a little. I would rather have the kind of the bread and butter a bit more than the pro
Yeah.
just now.
Oh,
Pro could
of
happen a
course.
little bit. You can choose to have a premature pro, but
Yeah, I'm Dr. Greed.
you are
Hence,
Dr. Grease. I just think that there's
so,
like there's piling on. He needs
yeah.
tackle and he needs
Yep.
leap potentially if he wants to go the leap route. Usually the leap goes for the wrestle one, but you could also put leap on that. You know, like whatever. You can have a lot of options.
Yep. It's a lot of options.
But pro definitely at some point,
The
probably much
dodge
further
on,
down,
yeah. Then we have a dodge on the tackle piece,
which is perfect. You know, that's
which is just perfect. He lacked dodge. We already mentioned that
we did.
and before, um, and he now got some.
Yeah,
So
this is now looking like a very very scary Dark Elf team, even more so than last week.
yeah, this is a scary division. It feels like for some reason for being fresh.
Yeah,
Where like our teams are just like ramping up in TV.
we don't have like the Claw Mighty Blow piece, which my division had to like suffer with very early on. We had Claw Mighty Blow, Chorfs, we had Claw Mighty Blow, Skaven, Storm Vermin in our first season, last season. So that was more terrifying than this division. But what is to be said for this division is like becoming a lot more efficient. There is the perfect skills on pretty much everything. And speaking on the perfect skills on pretty much everything, let's look on Benny Boo's Saucy Pigs.
Yeah.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, that one, the Agi up and the 2 blocks on the Black Oaks. Yikes.
Yeah, so now Benny Boo can choose if he wants to only carry on the Blitzer.
Yep.
I don't think putting sure hands on the Blitzer is worth it. I still think that's like a Mighty Blow or a guard piece. But you can choose at some point to be like, I'd rather have the 9 armor and the 6 movement than waste time on a thrower. Some people will say, well, the thrower is still useful for getting the ball, giving kickoff return. He still has his use. But that edge up is massive, and 2 block on the Black Orcs.
Yeah. My only stance is that keep the thrower, because passing between a 3+ and a 4+ isn't that hard.
Yeah.
And it's good in a low TV value because it gives you somebody you can literally just put him on the LOS line now, the thrower, so that is.
Yeah.
And be like, I don't care as much if he dies. I would still cry a tear for him, but I wouldn't care too much.
Yeah, definitely. The troll hasn't done anything, unfortunately, but you know that's a troll.
Yeah.
And considering his team at the beginning of like the season only really had 1 Mighty Blow, and then it had like 2 linesmen of levels. The way this has exploded in SPP, and I did say it will explode in SPP and be really useful very soon. This is a testament to that.
Yeah, and also we must congratulate Benny on becoming a father.
Yes, we also should say that. Yeah, well done on the little one, Benny.
Yeah, and congrats to that, and good luck playing Blood Bowl while a kid is screaming in the background.
That's just Blood Bowl hard mode. That's fine.
Yep.
That's how you like figure out someone's like true metal, which is can they?
Yeah, exactly. 8 kids in the background running around.
We move on now to Drastak's team though.
Yep.
Again,
We do.
No level up on Asaurus.
Well, we do have a level up on Asaurus.
We have a level up on Asaurus, but he hasn't picked it, which is like ugh.
No, he did.
No, he didn't.
From last week, because last week he didn't pick the 2 and the 3rd block and the Mighty Blow and the sprint on the Skink. Those are new.
Oh yeah, well that's true. Yeah, okay, so you got Mighty Blow.
Because I'm cheating.
Yeah, you are cheating. Okay, he's got Mighty Blow, which is good. He's got Mighty Blow, which is good.
Yep.
Again, I prefer guard. As I've mentioned with Mighty Blow, I don't like Mighty Blow as much as the next man. Guard is more efficient. You had block guard, block guard, block guard, block guard. There are so many teams that just can't deal with you, who can't get hits on you. And Mighty Blow doesn't apply itself perfectly all the time. Sometimes Mighty Blow will be a way to swing 1 or 2 injuries your way, or a KO your way. But a lot of the time, it will do nothing, or won't do enough. And a lot of people, like elves, don't mind that you have the Mighty Blow, because they still can find the 1 die or 2 die to push up the weight and score. And they don't mind going down players because they're kind of expecting to go down players.
Yeah.
I definitely don't like the idea of playing for removals on certain teams when I think that they can instead just be great positioners, and this is what lizards can do. But you have another Saurus for guard, so that's fine. If you go 1 Mighty Blow, then everything else is guard or break tackle or whatever, perfectly fine. I do like having 1 Mighty Blow. It's also worth pointing out that another skink rolled, and he did pick a level up on a skink. So he's picked up a level up on a skink this week, but he didn't pick up the thing on the Saurus yet.
Yeah, so the Saurus might still be in discussion then.
Yeah, so
he might get.
Hopefully we can swing your opinion to Gardra stack. But he also picked Sidestep on a skink. The skinks unfortunately aren't looking very exciting, but whatever.
Hey, Sidestep is good.
He might even want to think about getting rid of he might even think about like recycling one of the skinks just to keep TV down.
And hey, he got 180k
exactly
in cash, so might just want to fire a normal skink just to keep that TV down for the next game, and then just buy a stadium.
Exactly.
For the heck of it.
Yeah. So again, just stack, trim that money because otherwise you give 30k away for no reason. But the team is looking okay. It's getting its block. It's getting its second skills and sources, which is quite nice, I think. Yeah. So the next 3 on the list, Animal hasn't played. King Khan didn't get any level ups, and neither did the High Elves.
No.
And neither did Mago either, actually. So we have 4 in a row that didn't get anything. So we're not going to cover you guys, unfortunately. We're very, 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 very sorry. We'll cover you next week, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, next up are Bold Club's Dark Elves.
Yeah, I think they had 1 level up. Yeah,
something got removed because they're lower in TV than last time.
Okay, so let's have a little look at their thing again. I did see they did get a death, I think. No, they got an MG. They didn't get anything removed actually. They didn't get anything removed from their game against just Rooney. The only thing they got was an MG.
Did. I can see something that happened.
What happened?
So apparently, no, he just switched them around.
I think he just switched them around, yeah.
How the fuck can you? Because he was 1240 the last time we looked at this team. Oh, there's a lineman missing. Or something.
He had a loner anyway for last game.
Because last game he was 1240 and now he's 1200. And counting the linemen, he got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which last time he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, he got a runner. He has a runner.
Yeah, the runners were there last time as well in the Witch Elf. So I believe the one lineman.
No, I'm looking at the game he played this week, and he didn't have a runner.
Yeah, because the runner was MNG.
Oh, okay, Jesus. Wow. Well, this is a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, so basically what he gained and what he lost was he gained a dodge on a blitzer.
Yeah.
He lost a line elf. And his runner is now back. That's what happened.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yep, perfect. Okay, we discovered the mystery. This mystery is history.
Just I got the sheet.
Perfect. Once again, Dr. Hep showing why he's the more together of the co-hosts. Called.
I'm sheeting with 2 screens.
Yeah, I'm recording with 1 screen. So
yeah, exactly.
So easy. Forgive me. But he's fine. He's got blodge. That's good. That's what you need. Yeah. I want blodge on all my blitzers first, I'd say. Efficient. And he's 1 SPP away from getting probably dodge on the Adjup lineman.
Yep.
Which, I always said this lineman's going to be a bit of a blessing and a curse because he'll just soak up SPP and the rest of the team will suffer.
As we can see.
Yeah.
As the MVP landed on him, I believe.
Yeah, as well, which is sad.
I mean, that guy doesn't need any more SPP. So I would suggest some vanity passing with the blitzers if you can afford it. 2 vanity passes during 1 game isn't too harsh.
Yeah. We're gonna move We're gonna move just onto the Nurgle team. The Nurgle team didn't have any level ups.
No, but they had a bunch of brothers disappear.
He did get 4 SPP extra, I think, on the Pestigal. That was 8 SPP last time. Now has 4. So
Yep.
I guess Claude did do something.
It did, apparently.
He's picked. Yeah. I don't think he got that. Like, did he?
I mean, that Pestigo itself has inflicted 7 injuries and 1 KO.
Yeah.
So,
Vicious.
I mean, the claw might have worked.
It might have worked.
So he got now a tackle rotter piece and 3 rotters gone. So.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, did he not get the rotter from killing that Blitzer?
it doesn't seem like it.
Oh, so maybe the Blitzer tripped and died or something.
Maybe he didn't buy it because they gotta buy them in, right?
They're free.
Afterwards,
No,
they
free.
are free.
They're free.
Oh, okay.
So I guess the Blitzer tripped and died or something. Well,
Maybe.
That's even sadder because like that's a free rotter I could have had, and also the Orc coach would be like, that guy just died because he was stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's looking very slim on the linos. But also speaking of slim on the linos, we now move over to our friendly new rat coach.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That I kind of. Yeah, stuff happened during our game.
But no, I'm also disgusted the fact that he's picked up his obligatory 10 movement gut runner.
Yeah, sorry for that one, guys.
Yep, so he's going to get sprint, and now he's going to be a natural 1-turner. He's going to win games just because he scores on turn 8 and turn 16.
So, guys, the bounty sheet. You didn't like my strength 5 or strength 4? I don't like that strength movement 10 gutter runner.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, let's welcome our newest Skaven coach into division by bountying the gutter runner and stomping it on every single game. It shouldn't live because otherwise it'll just win. That thing will win a playoff in a few seasons' time if it's still alive.
Yeah. I successfully injured some linemen rats though.
Yeah, you killed 2 and one's MG, I think. Maybe niggled.
Yeah.
MG. Yeah, MG. But he's picked up some cool stuff. He's picked up the movement, which is great. The mighty blow is
mighty blow.
Necessary, completely necessary. The throw he hasn't picked yet, but I'm sure he's like, oh, is this a block or is this an accurate? If you want my advice, Zahu, I would pick accurate just because I would rather have that thing won't be getting hit anyway. With its movement, it can just stay in the backfield, and I'd rather be on the throw, like pseudo add 4 than anything else.
Yeah. I can see a world where block is more safe. But accurate is the way to go.
Yeah, the thing is, it just won't be like getting hit too much because it's not going to be in the line of fire. I think. You won't be caging with Skaven.
The thing with block is that all of a sudden you have like a pseudo third storm vermin that can blitz.
You do, which makes it more effective on the defense. So I'll give you that.
Yeah. So it's a give and take.
Yeah.
From my game, reviewing yours or our game from his skill perspective, he needs to learn some stuff still. And I'm saying that as respectfully as I can.
Yeah.
He was a great coach. He won the match fair and square, but I saw some mistakes that could have been avoided.
Yeah. So my advice for Zahu on that, if you are a new coach and you're looking to learn. One, check out the Skaven Discord that we've set up for REBBL. You can go into, I think it's just the very first channel, the helps and then the help, I think it is help and information channel. Let me just pull that up quickly. Yeah, rules and information. Go to rules and information, and you can find the Skaven channel there. They'll help you on level ups and on certain advice. If you want to solve any YouTubers who played Skaven very well. The Sage and Andy Darvo both have extensive playlists for their CCL runs of Skaven. Be warned though, Skaven and CCL, their builds are a bit different from how you might build them in a league, but you can still get a lot of the actual, how they play on those channels. And also, you can always come into Discord and ask for just generalized advice.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
I play Skaven now in UK BBL, and I wouldn't mind at all helping you if you have any queries. So just we're here to help, which is why the Discord is there. But
exactly.
moving on from that, we're gonna go now on to like the week 3 predictions and all that.
Yeah. I was just about to say we are making great time because we started late, and now realizing that we have still days, it's probably still an hour.
No, I
Sorry.
checked the thing. The clock says like about 37 minutes. So if you just breeze through this, it'd be like
Oh, really?
yeah,
Nice,
it'd be a nice 40
Okay.
minute thing.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so the first game is going to be Skaven versus Nurgle. Nurgle has the tools to make Skaven passing not at all comfortable. You have tentacles, so you have a way to deal with the gut runners, but at the same time, my prediction is going to be probably a 2 or 3-1 to the Skaven. Now with a 10 movement gut runner, 1 turns are incredibly easy, unless he puts only the Nurgle warriors on the line, which is always a little bit of a dicey prospect because they could get killed. Or
you shoot.
Or he can just run in like 2 turns, and the gut runner cannot be like touched at all.
Yeah, I can see, because I know the skill level of both coaches, that Innovation might take this just because of skill. But I'm gonna root for the Rats.
Yeah.
Because the Rats have that nasty, disgusting movement 10 player now.
Yeah.
That they will actually do as you say. But I'm gonna guess a lower score, like a 2-1 or 2-0.
Okay, we'll check on that. I think that'll be our game to cover, because I'm very interested to see that movement gut runner fares. It could die next game. We never know. Next game will be the Baltimore Ravens versus Richest T's Humans.
Yep.
So it's 2 Dark Elves in a row. We saw that Richest T, 1-1 against the last Dark Elf coach, but I think this Dark Elf coach doesn't have the efficiency of the last Dark Elf coach. He has one great Lino and then 1 Blodge Blitzer, which I don't think is enough in comparison. He doesn't have the damage output, which leads me to think I would say Richest T would probably take this 2-1.
2-1. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Next game will be Mago versus Falconmerc. Yeah. The problem with this is we don't know what happened in the second game, so we don't know if Mago has bought a Flesh Golem or a White.
Yeah.
We don't know how he's fared in his second week, and because I don't know him as a coach that well, I can't make a really accurate prediction.
No, me neither.
But
all I can say, if the game goes well for Mego, let's pretend it goes well. He buys a Flesh Golem. I still gonna wanna say that the game might go to Falconmerc.
I would say a 2-1 because of how good the Bretonnian team is right now. Is very on the cards.
The Mighty Blow Wolf and the Dodge Wolf won't be enough, unfortunately.
Yeah. Next game is going to be your team versus the High Elf team. A nice elf off.
Yeah, that's going to be a grim one, I feel like.
Yeah, you kind of match each other perfectly in terms of movement, but what he has over you is the armor, while you have the better catchers.
Yeah. And the sad part about this, the catches won't matter in this match. He won't use his, I feel like. He will use them as linemen. And then I will try to use mine as the best I can.
Yeah.
But he has an Agile 5 Elf, so I'm actually going to say that I'm going to lose this one, unfortunately. But I'm going to try my best, as I do in every game.
I'm going to be bold, not because I'm biased or anything, but I'm going to say that this could very much end up being a 3-2 to you. I just like I like how the Pro Elves have a better offensive prowess than the High Elves do. Because of that, because of the catchers having nerves still and all that, I think that you have a very good chance still.
Thank you.
Moving on to Hounds and the Gash versus the Green Raiders, which is Raziel's Orc team. Ooh, Harden. That's a hard one.
Yeah, because the teams are kind of equal, I would say.
Yeah, but the strength advantage is slightly to the Orcs because they have more force strength.
Yeah, but the mummies might as well just blast those Black Orcs back to hell.
They could, but I'm gonna also say I think that Raziel deserves a win. I think this is where his comeback for the season starts. I'm gonna say 1-0 for the Orcs.
Yeah.
I think Mighty Blow as well on those blitzes could start to do something really nasty.
Yeah. I kind of want to say the same to King Can, that this is his turnaround because he haven't had a win yet with his team. But I'm not too sure because I know Benny or Rasil a bit. And he will do fine, I believe.
Yeah.
Versus this team.
Yeah, it's just a bad start, I think.
Yeah. It's gonna be a bash mashup though, so it will be funny to see how many die.
Yeah, it can either swing massively towards one side or just go 1-1. But I think 1-0 for the Orcs. You know.
Yep.
That's what I want to say.
I'm actually gonna. Sorry, nearly awake. I'm gonna say Down Dead because I believe the mummies will do enough.
Okay. Next game will be Demon Llamas, the human team versus Just One More Bite, which is the Dark Elf team. So 2 Dark Elf and the human matchups this game week. We haven't seen Demon Llamas play their second game. But I think, how good is that Dark Elf team? That is a really good Dark Elf team. It has better killing potential. It has
better passing potential.
It has better guard. It has more guard.
Yeah, it's a weird spot to be for Animal at the moment, I feel. As his catcher might have soaked up a bit too much SPP. And as we haven't seen him play the second week yet, we don't know what skills he will get or what will happen during that game, so to say.
Yeah, and also we have Tackle on that Dark Elf team, so Blodge doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
So I'm going to say probably 2-1 for the Dark Elves.
Yeah, or 2-0 even. I would be bold and say 2-0.
Okay, I'm going to say 2-1 because I think with that adjunct catcher, it's just really quite easy for him to score, but I don't see anything but 2-1 grind for the Dark Elves here.
Yeah.
And now we have a very exciting matchup, which is Jasax versus Benny Boo.
Benny. Yeah. And these are rivals.
Massive.
This is a rival match. Since minors and college and everything. They have played each other each season. It's always fun to watch them play. So I'm excited for this one.
This will be another game that we'll definitely cover. We'll cover probably the Skaven game and this game right here.
And I will, of course, cover my own game.
Yeah, well, of course.
Because that will be most likely a high-scoring game. Unless Nevelector is a slow guy.
Yeah. But my prediction for this game is 1-1. Why? Is because although you have a very, very good and developed Orc team that's really tough as nails, while the Lizard team obviously has a bunch of skinks they have to protect.
Yep.
The amount of 4 strength and 5 strength on that Lizard team, in addition to 3 block and potentially 1 mighty blow and 1 guard, if he picks what I would pick, it means that they can definitely go toe to toe. I can't imagine anything but, especially now with the 6 edge Orc in the offing, it'd be quite easy for them both to score. But I think that both will probably try and hold on for a 1-1. They are rivals, as you say, so it could be one of them tries to push for it, and if one of them pushes for it, it can either be a 2-1 either way, because either they push and they manage to score, or they push, overextend themselves, get sacked, and then
I could see a snowball effect happening as well, where like one team gets more pals than the other and more removal, where that can come in effect and then play out that way.
Yeah.
But then again, you never know. I kind of don't want to set any score on this because I feel like they are so even. In teams, but a 2-1 to somebody, I can agree on that part at least.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that's another fair assessment. I'll say 1-1, just because I think that they're very quite equally matched in terms of coaching ability and also their team, what they've so far picked up.
Yeah. Should we look over the leaderboard?
We will look over the leaderboard briefly.
Yeah, because I kind of find it a bit interesting. Just a quick.
Yeah, I'm definitely of the opinion that, like football, you can't really tell what's going on for a person's season until about game 5 or 6. But we'll what stands out is the 3 teams we thought would do very well, which are the Lizardman team. I think we slightly tipped the other Orc team to do better because of what they had.
Yeah, we did. We did.
But an Orc team still second, and the High Elf team doing
Yeah.
very well. With
And
of course, Rich's T being the dark horse that we said he could potentially win the entire thing.
Yeah.
But he's still up there.
He's still up there. Same with the Skaven team. Now that they have a movement 10, can still take the win. Same with the Bretonnian. It's fun. I believe that the Nurgle team is that high that it is.
Yeah.
And then we have the Dark Elf team, Undead team, my team. Yeah, you see the list go as well.
Yeah, you see the list. So nothing too shocking right now. Of course, we did predict, I think, Noskov's team to go a bit higher. But, it happens. An Orc team's still up there, though, so prediction that Orcs can do very well first season holding, I would say. It's good that the Skaven coach that has joined us has had a good start to the season at a 1-1-0. But yeah, there's nothing too shocking here. I think we should check back in about 3 games' time just to really get an actual view on the league. But for now, I think that's all we have for Game Week 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks everyone for watching. Best of luck for week 3. We can't wait to cover you again. It's me signing out.
Yep. And me signing out as well.
So, have a fantastic week and weekend. And we will see you next Wednesday, hopefully.
Yep. See you around, guys.